Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip, and today I'm going to be talking about my Bitcoin profit-taking strategy for the next bull market, guys. Now, there are two parts to this, guys. One, how do I intend on making profits with Bitcoin, obviously? And two, how do I intend on taking those profits, and what does that look like? We're going to get into it in this video, guys. If you like the content, smash up the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're doing 5 videos every single day for you guys, and we're doing a lot of giveaways for the loyal members and subscribers on the channel, so make sure you check it out. Now, for those of you guys that don't already know this, Bitcoin is obviously the #1 crypto in all of the market, guys. And one Bitcoin is currently $29,000. So not a lot of people own one Bitcoin. In fact, it's very rare to own one Bitcoin. So let me just out of the gates say this. My long-term strategy is to own one Bitcoin for a very, very long time. I pretty much always want to have at least one Bitcoin. So what does that mean? If you don't already own a Bitcoin, well then goal is to get a Bitcoin. If you own a Bitcoin or multiple Bitcoin, then in my opinion, the strategy would then be, I want to sell everything I can except for one Bitcoin. Now, how do I intend on making gains with Bitcoin? Well, first of all, Bitcoin goes up over time. Let's just look historically at the Bitcoin rainbow chart. We have ebbs and flows. And the reason I like this chart so much is because it kind of really gives you an idea of the temperature of the market. With these different bands that we have, you can see in the lower blue band, you have a lower range, and then in the upper red band, you have the most FOMO-y, highest price that could possibly be. And they even categorize it for you here. If it's up in the red, it's maximum bubble territory. And before that, it would have said sell, seriously sell. And when FOMO is intensifying, that's also a great time to take profits from there. Once you get into, is this a bubble? FOMO intensifies, sell, seriously sell, a maximum bubble territory up in the yellow, orange, and red bands. That's when you really want to be taking profits, guys. So in the meantime, we're in the blue, which means buy and basically a fire sale. I'm accumulating. So step one, let's buy the dip. That's what's going on right now. It is an accumulation opportunity right now, and I am buying this dip. Well, part two is altcoins are going to rally at some point. So for part of my how do I make money with Bitcoin is I'm going to be buying altcoins and selling those in profit for Bitcoin to earn more Bitcoin. Then as Bitcoin starts to go up, guys, I will be starting to take profit. First of all, before $100,000. Everybody's talking about a $100,000 Bitcoin. I will be taking some profit before we break the previous all-time high. That's just a couple $1,000. Whatever you're trying to, if you make some gains, say you're buying the dip right now at $30,000 and Bitcoin goes to $60,000. Well, if you bought $10,000 worth, well, now you have $20,000 worth. What's the harm in taking $10,000 off the table and now you're playing with the banker's money? Now you're playing with that free Bitcoin that you earned from the doubling that you had on that Bitcoin gains that you had since you were buying in the bottom. So selling before the previous all-time high is an excellent strategy. Not all of it, just a little bit, just to secure some profit, take some initial investment off the table, get a little bit of money to pay the bills, pay the mortgage, pay off your car, whatever it might be. That's part one here. Part two is before we get to $100,000, I'm also going to be selling some because psychologically $100,000 is going to be a very difficult level for us to pass. Some people think we might not even pass $100,000. So I'll intend on selling a little bit more for whatever my expenses might be at the time. Whether I will have to buy a new car, maybe to pay off that car, maybe to go towards my mortgage, which I'm going to be buying a home in the next 365 days. Maybe some of my profits go towards that. Now, after $100,000, every $20,000 or so that Bitcoin goes up from there, I'm just going to be taking a little bit off the table, all the way down to one Bitcoin. Now, I might miss out on some of the upside if Bitcoin goes to 300, 400, 500,000, but I won't be because I'll still have one Bitcoin. So as long as you still have a little bit, I got my long-term holding Bitcoin, which is one Bitcoin. I'll have my profit-taking Bitcoin, which is really all the rest of the Bitcoin. And then I'll have the Bitcoin that I earned from selling the altcoins in profit, putting them into Bitcoin, and then selling those off, everything except for my other Bitcoin. The goal is, guys, is you're never going to predict the top of the market, and you're never going to perfectly time the bottom either. So dollar cost average over time, take profits when you have the opportunity to take profits. And that's a little bit about my strategy. So I'll be selling before the previous all-time high. I'll be selling before $100,000, and I'll be selling about every $20,000 after 100K Bitcoin. At 120K Bitcoin, 140K, 160K Bitcoin, 180K Bitcoin, 200K Bitcoin, I'll be selling a little bit, a couple thousand here, a couple thousand there. And same thing with the altcoins, guys, really. And I'll be doing some other videos on my Ethereum profit-taking strategy and my Crocoin profit-taking strategy as well. So stay tuned later this week. That's all I got for you guys in this one. I hope this was helpful for you. I want to give you a little bit of a look into my thoughts and how I plan on taking profits. I will be selling some before the previous all-time high for those of you that were wondering, and I will be selling even more before $100,000, but I'll be continuing to hold some as we go up and above $100,000 for maximum gain potential as well. That's my strategy. Let me know what yours is in the comments down below. As always, guys, none of this is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only, but I wanted to share this little video with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. That's all I got. I'm Crypto Kip. This is a Crypto Report. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, guys, you got to remember to DCA, HODL, and of course, we will see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. 2 videos for you right here if you want to check them out. Peace.